Once upon a time, there were three little girls who went to the police academy. And they were each assigned very hazardous duties. But I took them away from all that, and now they work for me. My name is Charlie.
Well, looks like we have a Nine of Swords in the reverse. Somebody is really going through it. They are having a really tough time trying to concentrate. We have an Ace of Swords in the reverse, so there's some type of lies or confusion here. And someone has a broken heart with the Three of Swords. Let's get into the reading. Hope everybody's doing okay and that you're well rested and you're enjoying your evening and you're in the mood for a little tarot. Alright, so we've got a Nine of Wands in the reverse. So someone keeps doing the same thing over and over. And they are trying to avoid a tower, okay? So that's some type of big destruction in someone's life due to the fact that they either keep doing the same thing over and over, they don't learn. There is an Ace of Cups here. It could have something to do with someone falling in love or someone having self-love. There's the Judgment in the reverse. So there is someone here who does not want to take accountability for where they find themselves with this tower due to their own actions. And a broken heart. Once again, it's back. This person has a broken heart. In the opposition or the problem position is the Hierophant. So it's because someone here is doing something more in a traditional fashion or some type of acceptance or some type of way of being in a group or leadership or even, you know, religion, because it is a Hierophant, okay? But I'm not feeling religion. I'm just feeling that this has something to do with more being accepted in a group. Four of Pentacles came out, so someone's trying to hold someone or something back from that happening. Okay, this person doesn't want someone here to do something in a traditional manner or the way things would naturally flow, okay? So the Four of Pentacles is wanting to hold someone back from doing that. Up against this Hierophant, right? Down in the subconscious, we have a Queen of Swords, Divine Feminine, who's very smart. And we have a Three of Wands in a reverse. So somebody's ships isn't coming in. And all they can think about is how intelligent this feminine energy is. It's what she's done, what she stands for, or what she's standing on. She's standing on business, you know, and someone's ships isn't coming in, and that's the way she's being viewed. Again, here's the Wheel of Fortune. Someone has something in the flow here, whether it be this Queen of Swords or this King of Swords, which this would be a couple in the upright, and they're having good luck, basically, right? Again, it's for the actions they've taken, the choices they've made has led to some type of fortune or good luck, or the wheel is flowing in their direction. And we split the deck. There's an Ace of Swords in the reverse, so there is some kind of lies here, some type of confusion around a happy home with the Four of Wands in the reverse, okay? Some type of spoiled party or some type of celebration gone wrong, right? Okay, that could be for this person who's going through this tower, and their ships aren't coming in, obviously. Okay, in the recent past, we have a Four of Cups. Somebody was pouting, was not getting their way, unhappy. There's some type of justice about that, though. So there's some type of justice around either this person being sad, being left out of the group, or the reason for their sadness is the justice. You know, they reaping what they've sown, basically. Okay. Now, as an action or intention, we have the Sun card here. So something's being lit up about a divine feminine, a Nine of Pentacles. Someone's very happy with this person, or something's being seen. You're being seen that way. And we have the Star energy in the reverse. Somebody doesn't want you to be viewed in the light, in all your glory, in all your independence. Okay? And all your manifestations, basically, because this is a Nine of Pentacles. This is something that an independent feminine energy would have done on her own. Okay? And she's at a 9. Okay, that could be our Queen of Swords, divine feminine here, energy as well. Okay, like I said, it's choices they've made, but it's choices she's made. Okay? And with the Sun, it's being seen, and someone's here very happy. You're probably very happy. Then you have the Star in the reverse. Someone either doesn't want you to be seen, or they feel like they don't measure up, like they don't shine, you know, like the Sun card in the upright. In the near future, there's a Ten of Wands, so there's some kind of burden here, right? Some type of overload, burden, because someone's taking a leap of faith. With the Fool card here, that's going to create a burden. Yeah, it's a breakup for someone here with the Two of Cups in the reverse. Two people that don't see eye to eye. We do have an Eight of Pentacles. Somebody is working hard, though, and paying attention to detail. I guess because they're making a leap of faith. I guess you would have to be setting the groundwork, making the plans, paying attention to detail, so you don't fall off the cliff. You actually jump. Right? Again, there is an Ace of Swords. There's some type of lies around what's going on here. Okay, why this Tower is here, why someone's having a burden, and they're unhappy with with the Four of Cups in the recent past, and Justice card there. Okay, there's some type of untruth or confusion around that, because you have the Eight of Swords in the reverse. The lens someone's looking through is the Five of Pentacles. This person is taking a loss, or they're looking at someone who's taking a loss, okay? Some type of instability here, probably in finance, but, you know, it could be in anything, really, because it's the Pentacles. So let's try to find out what that is. We have a Five of Pentacles, the lens. What is this, Spirit? And thank you. Can you help us out? Thank you. Somebody's being celebrated. So you have a trickster here with the Magician in the reverse. And this trickster person here is taking a loss with the Five of Pentacles. And someone's being celebrated, though. And that's the lens they're looking through. They don't feel like they measure up, just like I said, with the Star card in the reverse. They don't feel like they're being seen. They don't feel like they measure up. And they're definitely unhappy here. The Four of Cups. And there is some type of Tower in the reverse that they are trying to avoid presently. That's happening right now. Okay. The bottom of the deck is the Page of Cups. So someone here is getting some type of good news. It could be a Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. So we have our first feminine energy here, who is in the reverse. Okay, so this person is very draining, very materialistic, very money hungry, and they could be going through a tower. Now, they do see that there is some type of good news because you have the Six of Wands, the celebration card. They are looking at that, and they want to fight. Five of Swords, they want to win at all costs against whatever this happy news is, okay? The celebration here. With the Six of Wands, celebration. And the Page of Cups, good news. Now, that's the lens. So we know we have a Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. And we also have a Divine Feminine, which is a Queen of Swords in the upright. Okay, so somebody's tripping here over someone. Okay, let's try to finish and find out why. Now, in the environment, which we all can see, there is a Two of Pentacles. Somebody here is juggling to stay on their feet, keep their finances in check, or their life issues. They're trying to, you know, keep a good handle on that. Robbing Peter to pay Paul is what I like to say. Who is the Spirit? Can you help us out with that? Yeah, it's a Two of Swords. So somebody is blind here. They're in denial. They're in denial about their situation being rocky, or they don't want someone to see the situation. And again, it's in the environment, so everyone would see. Yeah, it's a breakup. It's because two people are not on the same page. They're just not. You have a Two of Pentacles, Two of Swords, and now a Two of Cups. You know, it's all here. And, but someone here is denying this is happening, or they don't want to see that, or they want to try to hold someone back. But it's over, though, with the Death card. Something is over. These two are breaking up. Okay? And it is an unhappy home, spoiled party, spoiled celebration with the Four of Wands in the reverse. So you would be able to see this person, you know, going through this. Now, hopes and fears, we have an Emperor. So we have a Divine Masculine who's a leader. And the Moon in the reverse. There's something coming to light about this Divine Masculine. Some kind of cast or doubt was over him because someone did not want to take responsibility for a broken heart or for breaking someone's heart. There's some type of judgment here, bad karma, and it's being seen. It is up against this Emperor. It may have something to do with the way this person is feeling about this Emperor, this leader, okay? Because he's in the upright, so he's good to go. But that doesn't mean that this person, this Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, isn't experiencing something that she did. Because you have Justice here, and now you have the Judgment and a Tower. I mean, you have all three out here. You know, this is like you reap what you sow energy. It is leading, or did lead, to a broken heart. This is the third time we've seen this. And bad news with the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, it's a missed opportunity. It's a lost, yes, it's a no, right? Missed opportunity, you know. Okay, the outcome is the Seven of Swords. Somebody here still wants to do something sneaky. We kept seeing the Ace of Swords in the reverse, so they still want to lie, cheat, and steal. With the Seven of Swords. What's the Spirit? Thank you. Yeah. And the Seven of Pentacles. They want to rework something. They are actively thinking of a plan. How to cheat. How to manipulate. How to steal. Against this breakup. Or these two people are not coming. Or are splitting up, basically. And that's on the bottom of the deck. And that's what all this is about. Okay. But since that is happening, you have an energy here who is looking at what they're reaping, what they've sown, basically. And they also could be looking at how to rework something because they're not done. Whatever it is they were doing, they want to continue the foolery because it's a Seven of Swords. Okay? Has something to do with this breakup. Memories from the past. Maybe someone is thinking here about fond memories from the past. That's probably why they have a broken heart. And there's some type of lie around that, though. Some type of lie around that situation, right? The Ace of Swords in the reverse. But there is new love here. And then you have the Six of Cups. So this is like the sweetest card in the tarot. But there's some kind of lie around either the past, or they want to cause some kind of confusion around the way someone sees someone. You could feel like you have a soulmate connection. And then you have the Ace of Cups backing that up. So it is a breakup, but then yet it's also a new relationship with someone else. Okay? Because I do have two feminine energies out here. Okay? We saw the Three of Swords 3 times. And that could stand for a third-party situation and a broken heart. Okay? We have two feminine energies out here and one masculine. Okay? And it's definitely a breakup. We even saw the Death card. Something is over in the environment. Someone does not want to accept that. And they're in denial. Okay? So we know the outcome is going to be a Seven of Swords. So let's try to find out what that is about. Okay. Alright. Let me get out some cards here. Let's go in with the Panther. All-knowing Panther. Panthea cards. Try to find out a little bit more information about why and what's going on with this tower. Okay, whatever it is, this person keeps doing the same thing over and over, and it could have led to a tower. All right, they're not evolving. They're stubborn. They're hard-headed. They don't want to see something from a different perspective. What is this? 9 of Wands in the reverse, and this tower in the reverse. They're not lucky. Something about their luck. They're not lucky. Okay. Why? Because they wanted to rob somebody or they wanted to steal something. You know the outcome is the Seven of Swords. Somebody's lying, sneaking, stealing, cheating. And here we have robbery here. Okay, so this is why they're going to the tower. Whatever they did, they didn't have good luck with that. Okay, that's luck in reverse. Right? Could be a group of people involved. We did see the Three of Swords a few times. But here's another group of people, right? Not on the same page. They're in the reverse, okay? Somebody here is stubborn, though. Like I said, they keep doing the same thing over and over. And they're not getting any luck out of it. In fact, it's leading to a tower. And somebody here could be daydreaming, right? They're in denial. It's a bully, right? And they could be in denial because you do have the Two of Swords right here. Maybe that's why they keep doing it. They are trying to avoid a tower because, again, it's a tower in the reverse. What else is going on? It has something to do with somebody being accepted or a marriage or some type of initiation. Yeah, good news. This person's getting good news. They were probably looking for evidence, trying to hold somebody back with the Four of Pentacles, right? The evidence they found was some type of good news. And they want somebody to be blind against that information, though, against that good news. They're not going to get the fancy things like they thought. And yeah, again, it's a bully. Okay, so this bully person keeps coming up. I guess that would be our Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Again, you know, she's materialistic, money hungry. They care about the small, superficial things, you know. Totally all about themselves. You know, if this Queen of Pentacles was in the upright, she could be a business owner, very successful one, really good with money. But since she's in the reverse, she's like derelict of duty of all of that. Okay? This person would not be taking care of business at all. Okay? It would all be about the extravagance for themselves, basically, with the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Now, down in the subconscious, we do have a Divine Feminine, a Queen of Swords. She's standing on business. And there's a Three of Wands. Someone's watching this, but their ship isn't coming in. Their ships aren't coming in. The Wheel of Fortune was in the reverse, and so is the luck. They're not getting it. What is this down in the subconscious, Spirit? Can you help us and thank you? Oh, Perseverance. Yeah. Perseverance in the reverse. Their ships are not coming in. They're not persevering. Okay? And this Queen of Swords sees it all. She's looking right at this person. They're just not making it happen. They're in a fight. But somebody here is living and learning, or someone dead. This person could be lonely and in a fright. Yeah, a third wheel. I told you it could be a third-party situation here. In the recent past, we do have a Four of Cups. Someone's not getting their way, but there's some type of justice, some type of karma here. Someone can't be in a daydream anymore, or the daydream, the bubble is burst. And this person is unhappy. They're not, you see what I'm saying? See this person here. And then you got the daydream and the reverse. So they're bubble bust, right? Whatever they were dreaming, they thought they were going to get on an island paradise. It busts because it's in the reverse. And I left them in that. Now this was in the recent past. But whatever that was, it's karma. Because you have the justice card right next to it. Okay. So justice is playing out. Somebody could have faulty memories with the memories in the reverse, so they don't want anyone to remember what they did in the past. You have a collaboration, so there's more people involved. We did see the 3 people in the card upside down. And there's some type of commitment here that this person doesn't like, or some type of confinement. Might have something to do with real estate, or not being, not having real estate. Because that is in the reverse. They could have some type of issues with a home or living quarters or something to that effect. Okay? Some type of constraints around that. Okay? A group could be involved, or more people could know about it. And some type of memories, they don't want anyone to remember what they did in the past or what happened in the past. And I wouldn't either, to be honest with you, because there's some kind of karma for that. Anyway, let's move on. As an action or an intention, we have 9 of Pentacles, independent feminine energy, with the Sun card. So she's very happy. Okay, this could be our Queen of Swords, feminine energy as well. Very intelligent, very, very independent, obviously. She's built that all on her own. And you have the Star card in the reverse. So somebody feels like they don't measure up. And we also have that here, the lens they're looking through with the 6 of Wands. Okay, so you being celebrated. Okay, and they feel like they just can't measure up. They're taking a loss with 5 of Pentacles. And then they have the Magician in the reverse. Okay, so this person is probably trying to conjure up something. Or they might want to conjure up a loss for you. Didn't look at it that way, because you're being celebrated. And they want to do something to disrupt that. No, I just saw that. We're not there yet, but that's what's happening right here. That's the lens. Let's move on to the near future. We have 10 of Wands. This is a burden. Okay, that's why they're trying to avoid a tower. This is a burden with the 10 of Wands. What is this burden? Thank you. What is this? Thank you, Spirit. Conflict. Yeah, they're in conflict with someone about someone taking a leap of faith. Okay? There's some type of burden around there and some type of fight. Okay? Because someone's choosing to follow their destiny. Okay? I told you it's a breakup. At the bottom of the deck is the 2 of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, this person doesn't want to take a loss. It would be a loss and a burden around someone's blessing. Again, they're taking a leap of faith. Yeah, that puts them in a fright and loss. Okay. Other people could be involved because they're back again with this collaboration card. So we know the lens they're looking through is 6 of Wands. They see you being celebrated. They want to try to conjure up something. Either they're going through this 5 of Pentacles loss and they want to do something low vibrational or sneaky with this Magician in the reverse, or they want to send some type of bad juju your way so that you can take a loss because you're being seen and celebrated with the 6 of Wands. Can we get one for that, Spirit? Thank you. What is this? Justice, yeah. It's justice playing out. Of course you're going to be seen. You know, whatever they did, like I told you before, they have to atone for it here in the past with the Justice card, whatever it was when their bubble bust. Problem is, they're trying to avoid a tower because whatever this Hierophant was doing, because this is the problem area, getting good news. Somebody who's getting good news. This could mean a wedding even, okay? Or some type of acceptance. And this person is seeing evidence of it and they want to hold them back. But in the environment where we all can see, there's a struggle here. Because you do have a Two of Pentacles. This person is either struggling financially or in their day-to-day life, because it is the Pentacles, you know. And then there's the Two of Swords, so they're in denial. They want someone else to be on the fence. Some type of denial here, though. With the daydream bubble being busted, I think it's a denial. What is this, Spirit? Thank you. What is this? Imagination. Somebody here has a big imagination, though. And they're not going to be able to deny that because they lived and learned. They took a vow. And that could make someone sick, or someone could be sick behind that. And scared. And stubborn. They still don't learn. And then they won't accept it. They're too stubborn. Well, hopes and fears. We have an Emperor. We have a Divine Masculine who's a leader, who's ready to lead. And there's some type of, something's being seen around him with the Moon in the reverse. Looks like he's having a sweet dream where everything is going fondly for him, basically. This bully sees that this Divine Masculine has lived and learned. He's probably the one who's taken the leap of faith. And this bully may have wanted this person to be blind or to follow them blindly, is what they were hoping for. Because the Moon is in reverse. So everyone could, yeah, the stubborn person is back again. And they couldn't steal it. Robbery in the reverse, whatever it was, they were able to still steal something. But in the outcome is a Seven of Swords, so this, and the Seven of Pentacles. So this person is actively thinking of a plan to steal, to lie, to cheat, to sneak. Whatever it is, that's the outcome because of that breakup right there, that Two of Cups. Can we get one for the outcome, Spirit? What is this? Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Swords. What is this? Thank you. Yeah. They're going to try to get someone to withdraw or quit. That's the plan. They want someone to quit and follow them blindly. This person could be sick, or someone here could be sick and taking a loss. And there's some type of money issue here, or somebody's saving, or some type of gain around that. Again, they want someone to follow them blindly with the blind card on the end. They don't want to be seen, basically. They don't want, whatever they're doing, they don't want it to be seen. Okay? Now we know the plan is to lie, steal, chill. Lie, cheat, or steal. Right? The bottom of the deck again is because of the breakup. This person can't sleep. They're agitated, paranoid, frustrated. They can't go within. They can't relax and try to figure out their next move. Their thoughts could be chaotic and sporadic with the Hermit in the reverse. And they're obsessed. Okay, or they're trying to hold someone back with this Devil in the reverse. They're not in a good sound mind right now. And it has to do with this money though. Okay, there's a lot of money here. The Ten of Pentacles. It goes back to that. All right. Okay, so now again on the bottom of this deck, we have the Blind card. They don't want someone to get a promise. Again, the central issue here, guys, is the Hierophant, which could mean a marriage, some type of acceptance, some type of tradition here. Okay, they don't want that person to do that. They want to be blind. They want them to be blind against that because they're overloaded. And someone here is gaining, though. Okay? And that person is left disturbed. So, they're trying to avoid a tower. They're overloaded. you know. So that is the outcome. Yep, so I'm going to just pull a few more to try to get an idea of the type of person we could be dealing with. So let me just get my small cards out for that, and then we'll go ahead and close up this video. All right. Let's see what's happening with these cards here. All right, can you tell us anything else about who these people could possibly be? We know we have a Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. We have a Divine Queen of Swords in the upright. And we have a Divine Masculine as our Emperor. Somebody might want to flirt here with a Divine Feminine. Somebody wants to flirt with the Divine Feminine here. Could be a brother or a sister involved. This person could be an Aries. So we could have an Aries involved. Somebody's love bombing someone here. Again, they don't want this situation going on because, again, they are in that, right? So, put those back. What else? What else is going to happen here? The Seven of Swords, the sneaking the line could be the love bombing because that is the outcome. Again, there's some type of loss here. We know that with the Five of Pentacles. It could be for a female presenting person. We do have two feminine energies out here, obviously. What else? Somebody is looking for good times. Somebody's getting a spiritual downgrade. And that kind of makes sense too, because, you know, we did see the Justice card 2 times. And then we saw the Judgment in the reverse. This person just don't want to take accountability for where they find themselves. Or whatever they're reaping what they've sown. You know what I'm saying? That could be part of that spiritual downgrade as well. Somebody here wants to relax. Somebody here is a spiritual hater as well. What else? There's no love for this person. This person has no love. What else? They could be creeping around again. The outcome is the Seven of Swords. Yeah, they could be creeping around. But it's over, okay? It's over. Like I said, it's a breakup. And it could have something to do with music, or someone here could play music. They could play an instrument or into music. Let's get a couple more. Who else could this be, Spirit? Stay calm, okay? That's from the ancient ancestors telling you to stay calm. A cousin could be involved. Somebody here is thinking that someone's a Sunday sunrise. They're very fond of that person. Just like the Sun card here, a Sunday sunrise. That's exactly how they feel about this Divine Feminine. And she's one of the first ones out as well. There's one more. Could be a water sign. So you have a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces could be involved. All right, let's get one more. This will be it, guys. Just this one. And something about a house. Oh, we did see the real estate in the reverse. And in the environment, you have the Two of Pentacles. So there's some type of rocky situation going on. And again, family could be involved in that. Whatever they were doing this shit on purpose. Okay? And they fake flex a lot, or they like to fake flex. And a lot of cheating going on here. Tells you could have been a third-party situation. Or the outcome is cheating, basically. Okay? So take it what resonate, and you could leave the rest. And by all means, if I do say something that resonates with you, please go ahead and leave me a comment in the comments. I could appreciate that. And just let me know how I'm doing, okay, guys? I appreciate that as well. Yeah. Well, that is it. So I bid you a good night.